With the planetary government officially voting for UEG assistance in the conflict only a week ago, many recently have been caught askew as rumors have surfaced all across the Virolati province that UNSC Marines have been here since late last month. Cygnus Governor Richard Camden would admit in a press hearing with the Colonial Administration Authority yesterday evening that the UNSC's 12th Marine Division were deployed to the planet as early as January of this year. Whilst clarifying the fact their purpose was to merely train Cygnus Guard forces, he and his cabinet did not interfere with counter-terror operations as the conflict grew in scale. While the majority of the colony of Cygnus have shown great joy with the increasing presence of the UNSC, many wonder if the colonial government under the Camden administration have been omitting facts and information on what many, including the UEG president Courtney Vaughn, are calling a full state of war. With the primary body of government ousted from the capital, the Colonial Administration Authority are planning on launching a full-scale investigation on the Camden administration, as for the past several months the governor has been downplaying the threat as, quote, disgruntled farmers and nothing more. Looking back on what the UNSC's first reported ground-based operation, which took place but a week ago, Interplanetary News Network correspondent Taras Knight, a journalist who was embedded with the Marines, mentioned in a report that he was told this was the Marine Force's first time on the planet. With the news from Richard Camden last evening being a contradictory statement to the UNSC's official report, it only further supports the fact that the UNSC's operations here were supposed to be an off-the-books affair. Despite the secrecy, UNSC forces have been reported to have been responsible for many of the CMA's victories on the planet, most recently turning the tide on a CLF mechanized offensive about a week ago to the date. Reports we have received indicate that many of the CMA's bases were hit in a large-scale offensive only held back by the 12th Marine Division's Quick Reaction Forces. Back at the capital, reports say the heroes at the Day of Hope Hospital are holding strong. But this is not the only place Colonial forces are holding in. Cygnus Guard forces have been holding at the Viryoki Sports Center now since the city was stormed 3 weeks ago. While the majority of civilians have been evacuated, the last group of refugees have been delegated to the recently arrived IDAP humanitarian group. While this isn't the first time IDAP has been helping the planet of Cygnus, they have only recently been redeployed with much more funding to assist since the UNSC's arrival. Despite the UNSC's role in helping turn the tide, the Battle of the Capital itself, Viryoki, continues on its third week of consecutive fighting, with the Corvus spaceport and planet's mass driver complex having recently been captured by CLF forces. The UNSC are reported planning on giving a firm, hard-handed response to these recent developments, as a new UNSC battle group has been reported to have just entered the system. With the UNSC's quick and heavy reaction to the Cygnus conflict, it is hoped that the war will be over in the coming weeks. I've been Christopher Layden, CBN.